Alright everyone, this is Dark Horus, and today we're going to go over my troll build. So, we're starting off with the tactical mods. Always try to get the basic ones first. Anything that says troll on it or anything that gives power, I go for. Everything else you can pretty much adjust to your playstyle. But I don't get the ultimate mods until it's my elite gear. So once we get new gear, I'll probably just put the basic stuff in there until I get elite gear, right? Then always use a controller trinket because a lot of stuff buffs off your vitalization. You can use the orbital strike if you want, or your backup. I'm using the current one that gives out health, and of course the supply drop, and then my bottle city soda. Sometimes you'll swap it out to use a buff soda. So the Amulet of Morale is pretty much the basic troll artifact. It increases your debuffs, and does damage over time once you debuff a target, right? You refresh a debuff, it does more damage, right? So let's go ahead and hit a debuff. And then the white numbers in the background are the dots from the Amulet of Morale. So let's go ahead and check out the next one. Is an awesome artifact, the Birds of Prey Comlink. This is a supercharged generator. It does damage over time, and it gives out power, right? Also, it does all 3 debuffs on one slot, so you can get rid of some stuff off your bar, right? You hit all 3. It also activates anything that needs to go off of debuffs. So like right now, I hit this, it debuffs and activates my Amulet of Morale. The Brand of Hecate is a awesome artifact. Does a lot of controller damage, right? You do damage based off your Vite and Might. So you mark your target. It also increases your Might a few times over once you hit the brand again. Once you hit the call attack, it does a damage attack and also gives you power, right? So this is a very powerful artifact I'll be using to help do a lot of damage with. So you go ahead and you brand it. You see it's purple. And check out my Might. That's what it's at right now. So if I keep my debuff up and then hit another brand, it'll go up. But as you see, I didn't hit the brand. It didn't do anything. So hit the brand again, and now it went up. So it goes up a few times. And once you hit the max level of the brand, it'll stay there as long as you maintain the brand. And once you call, it wipes everything, and you just start over. So very powerful artifact. I still need to level this up, but it's pretty strong at 160, right? I'm going to go ahead next and show you guys what's next on the rotation. I believe it's Parasite. Alright, we're going to go ahead and check out Parasite. So Parasite's power harness allows you to increase your power pool for your group, and also is a precision buff. So this is also stacks 3 times over. So if you hit 1 debuff on it, it'll go ahead and take your power and your precision up. So this is my power and precision right here. I'm going to hit 1 debuff and come back and show you the next menu. So bam, 1 debuff up, and see it went from 650 to 670, and the precision went up also. I'm going to hit second debuff one. That's the second one, and look at it now. It's 700, right? So that's only 2 stacks. Now when you hit all 3 at the same time, like we hit BOP, you get the automatic full power, which is 730, and there's my precision right there. So this is a great tool to have. That's what I'm going to be using. Next, we're going to check out what's it called? Entwined Ring of Azar. Now this one's a little different. This one actually buffs your group's health, right? So I know a lot of you guys are out there a little squishy and don't have a lot of skill points in health. This is going to help out tanks and other things like that. So you hit your power push, it automatically jumps up your health based off your Vite. So also if you're using a trinket or a buff soda, this also will affect how much health you guys get in the group. As long as you keep pushing power, you'll have that up there. Now some people want to use claw. That's optional for you guys. Another option is scrap a soul cloak for supercharges, and I know a lot of people might go for this one, but another strategist card is another option. And then you could use Tetrahedron. You could do that for Might buff for the group. We'll see how that goes, but I tend to like to stay with stuff that's actually control a role and go from there. Let's go ahead and check out some of my allies and see what I'm using. So right now I'm using the new guy John Constantine to give my group buffs. It's pretty solid so far. I still need to work on him. I use Starfire for the controller crit magnitudes, and last but not least, I use John Stewart for the improved shielding, and it also increases my Vite. So these are pretty solid allies to have. Make sure you work on leveling these guys up. You also could use Zod if you wanted to. Let's go ahead and check out these skill points. So go ahead and get your basic movement mode, weapons, and stuff like that, iconic powers you want. But for stat points, you want to go hybrid. Get the controller side first if you're low on skill points. Fill up your Vite. And if you have a couple extra, you want to do some damage, go ahead and get your damage innates. But mostly you want to go ahead down to might and power and start and fill that up. Once I get more skill points, I'll throw more in there. But for now, I still like to get a little bit of health. I could change that and put it back in might and power. And same thing, if I wanted to play around a little bit, I go ahead and get some dominance. But for the most part, the new meta, you should be able to do more things and test some more stuff out. So get out there and experiment, but make sure you're getting the basic stuff. And remember, as a controller, your job is to give power, debuff, buff the group, and help do a little bit of damage, but that is not your goal. So I will catch you guys in game. Send me some comments on what you think of my build I'm running, and I will catch you guys later.